it's Raquel Bowman here, and today I'm going to be working with the Paige kits. And the Paige kits by Pink Paislee are a kit that basically comes with a background, a die cut which you place over the top of the background, and it does all the hard work of backing a die cut for you. It comes with some foam tabs to pop up your die cut onto the background with. Comes with a couple of different embellishments like a title and also some die cuts. And then, so what I'm going to do today is my focus is on using this Paige kit and trying to think of a different way to use this rather than just, you know, pop the photo on and chuck a couple of these embellishments on and be done. So what I'm thinking, I've got a wedding photo which I want to document or create a layout about. And what I was actually thinking was that I love the heart, I love how it's backed with this paper. But what I'm actually going to do, I think, is cut around this piece, because this is actually like a pink colour. So I'm going to cut around this piece so that I just have the heart on its own, and then I'm going to actually pop that onto a piece of American Crafts white cardstock, and I just buy this cardstock in a bulk pack of I think 60, and I just find it's good quality. It's got that texture to it. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yes, so what I'm going to do is cut around the heart. So I've just got the heart on its own. We'll stick this die cut piece with the foam pieces provided. So I'll have a white background with this beautiful bright bold patterned heart. Then I'll have my photo, which I'll see where it fits, but I'm thinking it'll be down in this corner here. Then what I was thinking I would do was I'll map my photo maybe with a couple of the different papers from the collection. I've gathered the embellishment or the ephemera pack from the collection as well, and there's some really gorgeous sort of love type sentiments that I thought would work. I adore this, and I could see that being popped behind somewhere. I think that would suit the layout really well. Best ever. And then there's just a couple of acetate sort of pieces as well. I adore this one. Says Our Happy Place, and I think that would work really, really well. A couple of hearts. So there's lots of ephemera that will work beautifully with my photo, and you know, a sort of theme of a wedding. I do have the veneer pieces as well, but I think that these might be a bit too bright for what I have in my mind, but I've got these out anyway. I also have just some of the other embellishments in here, so some of the tags, the buttons, which I can embellish with if I choose, the layered tags, the puffies, which would probably work beautifully as well, and then there's a couple of the thickers if I don't use the title provided, which was this acetate. Love this, and I definitely know that I'd like to layer up and use some of these bits as well. And I've also grabbed out the chipboard sheet. I really, really adore this colourful here, and I'm trying to think of a bit of a play on words that my title could incorporate that. And then there are some things like You Are My Favourite, Love You More, Love You Forever, that could work with this wedding photo. I'm thinking for matting my photo that I'll use this gorgeous pink spot. It does have a beautiful print on the back, but if you follow my layouts, you know that I love sort of these sorts of colours, the sort of ways to bring in with such a bright pop of a layout. I love bringing the softer sort of tones in as well, and that's sort of my style now, I think, or what I gravitate towards. So yeah, I'll speed you up. I'm gonna mount this heart together, trim it out, and then just start playing around with placement of embellishments and working on the layout from there. Okay, so what I end up starting with, as I said, is just trimming around this heart, and I've left a slight border on it just so that I can mount that die cut white piece on top of it, and it will fit perfectly then. I think I end up, having to trim off a slight little bit more just because I'd overcut that. And then what I used is, in the Paige kit itself, they have some foam pieces and they're just thin strips. So I still was able to use them on this page. So I've just popped them on some of the outer straight edges, and then I think I pop a couple in sort of central edges as well, just so that it's sort of got that dimension all over. And there, I think there was maybe 8 or 10 in the pack, which was plenty just to give it that height that it needed. So once I peeled off that tape, I have added a couple of extras. So they're just a thin small dot. I must have felt like it wasn't quite enough. I do like my dimension if you haven't seen my layout. So clearly I'm actually doing this voiceover. I did this page a good month ago or so, and I've just been so busy that I've got quite a backlog of videos to voiceover and a little time to be able to come out and voice them over. So I'm trying to remember what I did as I went. And yeah, it's proving a bit difficult, clearly. So I did mat that paper on that photo on that pink and white spot, like I said that I was thinking of doing. And now what I'm doing is I've popped a doily down and I'm looking at embellishing, and I was thinking about a title, and at first I was going to use the Love This that was in the pack, but I felt like it was a little bit too bold. So now you'll see me sort of going through and playing around with some of the die cut ephemera pieces. So I've got a gorgeous watercolor tag, and I've got another tag that says "You Are My Everything," which ends up being the title for the layout. I've got one that says "Best Ever," which is perfect, "Our Happy Place," and "Favorite." And I worked on a bit of a diagonal design because the heart is so busy in pattern and I suppose size as well, and my photo was on that left corner. I felt if I worked at a diagonal along sort of where that photo is, I felt like it would balance out some of that busyness, especially in that blank top right corner of the heart, where it's just lots and lots of bold prints and patterns. So if I was working on a diagonal on that bottom left sort of area, I felt like it gave the layout the balance that it needed. So I've grabbed out lots of the ephemera, and it honestly didn't take that long to get those placed where they are. There's so much variety in ephemera packs by Pink Paislee, and I just love that I've got a mixture of tags and shapes and words and banners and whatever else there might be. And I also grabbed out some of that chipboard as well. So I grabbed a couple of sort of Swiss cross designs and a little tab that says "Love You Forever." And then there's also these cool puffy stickers, but they're more like an epoxy puffy sticker. They've sort of got a shiny and sort of hard texture to them, but they're amazing. And then these buttons as well, which are just bright and fun. So I added a pink one and a cute little blue one, which I would love another pack of those buttons. I've actually nearly used them all, and I surprise myself actually, because I'm normally a sort of die cut ephemera sort of person, and I don't tend to gravitate towards chunkier embellishments like buttons, but I've really enjoyed adding them to my pages that I've created with this collection. And normally when I create with collections, it's funny because not that I get sick of them, but when I create so many pages with one collection, I normally will find it hard to keep coming up with new layout designs or ideas or color combinations. But I've created quite a few pages with this collection, and I feel like I've got tons more that I could still do. So that's definitely for me a positive, and it's exciting that I feel like I can still create so many more and keep them looking fresh or different. So what I was doing here was trying to find what colour mist I might want to do some splatters with. And I tried a tinsel, I think maybe by Heidi Swap, and a black on that little scrap piece of paper. And I ended up going on with a Tim Holtz silver. And I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's beautiful and metallic. So here's the close-up images. Thank you for watching, and I promise to be back soon and with some more videos. And the Fancy Free collection is popping up in stores now, so make sure that you go checking out your local.